listen really closely, you can hear a little in the very back of the music. I've been listening to that for a hot minute. Hello. How is everyone doing today? All of my non-existent viewers. Are we ready to have some fun today? Hey, Ash. I accidentally had my stream playing on a different page, so for a second there, I heard myself speaking, and I was like, Alright. So today we are playing the game called Ace in Space, which, I mean, representation, definitely would love it. Especially this month. Had to find all of my queer games for all of the queer representation. This one has several bits of my own representation in it. I've been told that, well, from the reviews that I've read, without getting into any spoilers, this might not be the highest quality, top tier written or graphically designed game, but we're definitely here to just have a bit of fun, just play around in it. I don't really play a lot of, like, dating simulators. I don't do a lot of dating in real life either. Who knows? Maybe I can pick up some tips, especially since the main character in this is both non-binary and asexual, so you never know. We can have some fun. But this is what it looks like. It's definitely kind of got that, like, cutesy, not quite anime, but, you know, that same kind of style where everything is very, but it looks cute, it looks fun, it's very bright and colorful. Ace in Space, let's see. So we're just gonna find love in space. So let's go ahead and hop right in. Oh, actually, so before I do, so I am currently drinking out of a jar instead of out of a bottle. That is because I wanted to get some Bold House Farms flavored juices. Bold House Farms, please sponsor me one day. And I had ordered a small bottle of my absolute favorite Bold House Farms drink, which is not a fruit or vegetable drink, is actually the vanilla chai with soy milk. But instead of giving me a small bottle when I got my groceries delivered, they gave me the giant bottle. So I'm drinking it in intervals. So this is Bold House Farms vanilla chai with that wonderful, wonderful soy milk and all that great stuff that comes with it. No fruits or vegetables in here, but it is my favorite of their drinks. It just, they don't get the free advertisement with the branding of the label, so. Is the audio okay? Tried to test it before, but I'm hoping that the music is loud enough that you can hear it, but not so loud that you can't hear me. But anyway, let us begin. I might be moving my camera around. I don't know what the actual gameplay of this looks like, so we shall see. So we'll hop right in. Let's see, blog post. Sometimes life isn't fair and you get sent to the hospital because your chest hurts and you can't breathe and you know something is wrong. But it's just anxiety and anxiety can't kill you. Well, sometimes you luck out and after years of trying to convince your parents and your doctors that it's not just anxiety because you know what anxiety feels like and this is not it, they run a few tests to humor you. Sometimes those tests come back and the doctors call you into their office and sit you down and say, turns out you were right, and had we listened to you before, we could have done something to help. But there's nothing we can do now except pump you full of chemicals and send you our prayers. This is getting too real, man. I was hoping for a fun little game. Tagged as life, text, cancer, medical, rant. Posted 6 months ago. Ooh, alright, so another blog post, currently on a floating dumpster fire. I start chemo tomorrow. Yeah, as if anxiety doesn't have tangible degenerative effects on the human body. Too real. Yeah, people say, anxiety can't hurt you, but then they seem to forget that psychosomatic illnesses are a thing, and that stress kills, like heart attack, heart failure, stomach aneurysm, or stomach ulcers that can develop into something worse. Anyway, I'm honestly terrified. Aw, poor Adrian. Thank you to everyone who has been sending positive vibes and support since my last post. Thank you to everyone. Oh, sorry. I'll try to update as often as possible, but I might not be able to if I get too sick. Tagged as life, text, cancer, medical, update. 6 months ago. Whew. An ace in space. The chemo is hitting me hard, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do a whole lot of blogging. I'll try to post updates on Twitter if I can. Tagged as life, text, cancer, medical, update. 5 months ago. I'm assuming we're getting somewhere. Replying to sometimes life isn't fair and you get sometimes because you aren't taken seriously, your anxiety turns out to be cancer, and it can't kill you becomes the chemo isn't working and you have a month and a half before it takes you. Oh dear, this is getting a bit too real. Excuse me, I was wanting a fun little dating sim. What is with this suddenly? So yeah, I was diagnosed with cancer 6 months ago, and because no one listened to me, the cancer has spread and nothing is working. And I'm going to die soon, having not accomplished anything in my life worth remembering. Excuse me. People have been telling me I should focus on living and not the fact that my time is almost up, so I think I might sell all my belongings and head to Europe or something. I don't know. Does anyone have any advice? What's the weather in France this time of year? Or how's the weather, rather? Life, text, cancer, medical update. 1 minute ago. After submitting the latest post to my blog, An Ace in Space, I leaned back in my chair and let out a soft sigh. Soon I was mindlessly scrolling through my social media feed. I clicked on a video from a blogger I follow. It showed a strange storm in their area. The video depicted a cloudless sky outside of their window, but there was audible thunder and flashes of lightning could be seen. Hey, Dios mío. Cálmate, por favor. My eyes were torn from the computer screen to the window as the sound of thunder filled the... I didn't realize this was a horror film. Sorry, a horror game. I didn't realize I was going to be jump scared today. My eyes were torn from the computer screen to the window as the sound of thunder filled the air, shaking the entire house. Yes, I felt it. Thank you. I decided to check the live stream of a local news station to see if they had any information on the storm. It looks like it's snowing outside the window. Moments after I tuned in, the reporter began talking about a similar storm to the one in the blogger's video. They stopped mid-sentence as they appeared to be fed more information in their ear. They looked both shocked and confused by whatever they had been told. Folks, I'm going to turn you over to Hutch Owens, who is on the scene of what appears to be some sort of aircraft that has touched down on the Hillsborough High School football field. Why a high school football field? Immediately, my social media began filling with posts about aliens and UFOs as a startled man appeared on the live feed, standing near the football field of the nearby high school. Good evening, my name is Hutch Owens, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but some sort of unusual-looking aircraft has landed here at Hillsborough High. There doesn't seem to be any identifying marks that may indicate where it has come from. Yes? Do you know where it came from? He knows things. Really? Is it aliens? Is it aliens? He just looks at me. Okay, I glance back at my... That's not Twitter, that's Tweeter. I glance back at my Tweeter and notice a series of posts about alien encounters. Suddenly, the field reporter gasped. In a hushed tone, he continued. Ladies and gentlemen, something has emerged from the craft. Oh, that was very well-timed music change. It's... Are you seeing this? No, we are not. I like the mug over here, by the way, that just says Big Game. I want that mug. Also, the bookends that are just a cat. There you go. Now you can read it too. Is that a bag full of crystals? You can't tell. Maybe it's just a big amethyst or something. Anyway. Like how I just did it without acknowledging it. And you're like, can you scoot the camera a bit? I'm like, wink. Didn't see a thing. Okay. Breaking news. Aliens have invaded Earth. I think Candy said it's a geode. Oh, hi! Yeah, no, okay, so the dev is in the, hi, hello. Yeah, I wanted to play it because of the amazing representation, because I know the main character is non-binary and asexual. I am both as well, so I was like, I definitely wanted to play it, especially this month, since it's Pride Month. So, yeah, welcome. Hello. So let's see. The field reporter and the camera person moved suddenly to take cover behind a building. Folks, I don't really know what I'm looking at, but whatever is coming out of that aircraft isn't human. It must be 10 feet tall. Metallic. Is it a robot? Can you zoom in on it? The camera panned over to where a bipedal but clearly inhuman creature was exiting a strange aircraft. My God, it's heading into one of the nearby neighborhoods. It was heading towards my neighborhood. Naturally. Folks, we have been instructed to advise those of you in the surrounding area to remain indoors until authorities are able to track down whatever may have exited the aircraft. Please, calm down. For now, we're going to send you back to the studio where we will be providing more information about the situation as it develops. I turned down the volume on my laptop so I could focus on listening for the robot. In the distance, I could faintly hear a dog barking. I hear a cat meowing. Not so faintly. The live stream continued as the reporter tried to offer explanations for the robot, and the ticker at the bottom of the screen urged people to remain indoors. I held my breath as a rustling sound started emanating from my backyard. It's a very loud rustling noise. I risked a glance through my bedroom window, only to cover my mouth to stop a loud gasp from escaping as I saw the large metal being from the live stream approaching the house. Yeah, this poor kid can't catch a break. Hi! Very immersive, yes. Alright, its head turned in my direction, and our eyes met for a moment before I ducked to hide beneath the window frame. Please keep walking. Hi! Yeah, no, it's definitely my pleasure to be playing this game. I saw it and I thought it was absolutely adorable. I had to play it for pride. Let's see, please keep walking. Please keep... The sound of Robot's footsteps stopped outside of the window. It's right outside. Of course it's right outside. Gentle tapping. Oh my gosh. A gentle tapping on my bedroom window made me curious enough to risk another look outside. Once again, I met the gaze of the metal being. The expression on its face was friendly, betraying its hard exterior. I decided to see what it wanted. My whole body shook as I reached to open the window. Hello? Are you Adrian Clark? Oh, I guess I don't know what kind of voice to give unknown. It knows my name. How in the hell does it? Adrian Clark, also known as an ace in space in the World Wide Web. Yes, that's me. The robot seemed relieved. Hello, Adrian. I have been looking forward to meeting you. Yeah, I post all of my streams live on I post all of my live streams over onto YouTube as well, so all 3 of my viewers are gonna see it. But yeah, no, it's definitely my pleasure to be playing this game. I'm having fun with it so far, and I've been very excited to play this one, so. But welcome to the chat, thank you! Alright, we've been looking forward to meeting you. Meeting me? I am here to take you from this planet. You're what? I mean, honestly, just go. Like, let's just go. My people have come to take the terminally ill, homeless, unwanted, and disillusioned from your planet. Why? We wish to rid them of their suffering. Oh, okay. You're going to kill us? Of course not. We have great healers who will treat your ill, jobs and homes for those without, and those who see no future for themselves will be granted a new life. Aww. However, we shall only take those who agree to come with us. 'Tis fair, 'tis fair. Consent matters. Those who do may return to Earth whenever they wish. It took me a moment to fully process what I had just heard. So, you're not murderous aliens sent to destroy humanity or enslave us? That is correct. Simple and straight to the point. Why should I believe you? I mean, that's fair. If I wanted to kill you, I would not have knocked. I mean, that is fair. Unless you're, vampire logic, you have to be invited in before you can kill someone. That is true. Wink. Okay, point taken. You may take your time deciding if you would like to come with me. I can wait. Aww. Let's see. Okay. If you do agree to come with us, you will join members of both our kinds. Look, Hades. The robot has cat ears, just like you. Careful. Cat intermission. Why do you look drunk? Ow. Alright, if you agree to come with us, you will join members of both our kinds in our journey to the planet. Stop trying to rip the flag down, you bulker. Go sit in your box. Look, sit in your box. Alright, planet T3R4, where we will begin to work together to build a community for humans to enjoy for generations to come. This includes a home, a job, as well as round-the-clock care for as long as you stay with us. Leave the flag alone. No, leave the flag alone. Stop. What's the catch? There is no catch. We simply want to see the human race continue existing. Aww. We have decided that those who are less fortunate, critically ill, or others at the end of their rope deserve a chance for a new life, one where they may have a greater impact on society than if they had remained on Earth. Go on. Stop being an attention seeker. No, stop. Stop. Here. Okay. Well, I'm giving you attention, but I'm also reading. It's so annoying. I love you, you brat. Alright. They will be pioneers discussed for millennia. Okay, I get it. We'll get to shape our own new society for the better. Yes, exactly. We believe that those who experience these hardships are better suited to create a society in which no other may suffer as they have. When I was a child, I had always imagined that it would be like what it would be like to explore space. At one point, I had even wanted to be an astronaut, but then I learned how much math was involved. Yeah, right? Math and exercise. At 19 years old, I still had glow-in-the-dark stars in the ceiling above my bed. Yeah, math and exercise. Two of the worst. I guess I never truly gave up on the idea of joining the stars. That's why I decided that now certainly wasn't the time to give up on it either. I mean, especially since, you don't really, what have you got to lose? I was gonna say, might as well. I will go with you. Very well. Feel free to pack any personal or sentimental belongings. I will wait for you out here. I turned away from the window and looked around my room. Deciding what belongings I would take was difficult, but in the end, I packed as many clothes, photos, books, and toiletries as I could fit into my suitcase. I also grabbed my makeup bag and medications, just in case. I thought about bringing my camera, phone, and laptop, but left them on my bed since I figured they would be useless on another planet. That's fair. Camera wouldn't be useless on another planet. After I had finished packing, I glanced back out the window. The robot was hunched over. I stuck my head out of the window to see what was wrong. Well, she said that she brought some pictures. Or, didn't she? Maybe not. I don't know. Are you gonna leave your steaming cup of tea there, though? Yeah, I mean, because, she's got Post-it notes from a mom and a dad, I think. Let's see. I stuck my head out of the window to see what was wrong. You are a very strange creature. A smile spread across my face as I saw my neighbor's cat, Zoe, being gently petted by the robot. Yeah, I know how that is. That's Zoe. She's the cat. Upon hearing me, both Zoe and the robot made a noise of surprise.
Mew.
Hello, Zoe. I am very pleased to meet you. The robot turned their head to look at me.
It's a sleepy baby. It's a sleepy baby.
Are you ready, Adrian? Yes. After giving Zoe one last stroke, the robot stood up. Zoe was startled by the movement and ran off. The robot looked inside at the electronics on my bed. Are you not taking those? Would there be a point? I mean, is T3R4's technology compatible with Earth's technology? Yes, actually. Our engineers have prepared homes capable of powering all your earthly devices. They are also working on establishing a communication network between T3R4 and Earth as we speak.
Get me at her.
Okay. Oh, okay. I opened up my suitcase and packed the previously skipped laptop, along with all of the chargers I would need. What is the atmosphere like? Well, I need special suits to survive. You like to ask questions. Sorry, The robot seemed to emit a humming noise I recognized almost immediately as laughter. I like that you are curious about my kind and T3R4. Never hesitate to ask me anything you wish. Aw. I will always answer any questions to the best of my ability. Okay, I just thought I might be annoying you with my questions. Tara. Oh, okay, that makes sense. It is all right. I truly do not mind. I grabbed my favorite satchel from near my bedroom door. I placed my camera and my phone inside.
Get me at her.
To answer your previous questions, you will not require a special suit to survive, as the planet's atmosphere is of nearly identical composition to Earth's. I don't know, in some places on Earth you still, need at least a jacket or some sunscreen. The only real difference is that the air and water will be much cleaner. Well,
Rude. Gwen. Stop. Gwen. Stop.
another Earth? Wow. Are there animals, plants, humanoids? I dragged my suitcase off of my bed after I had double-checked that I had everything. There are animals and plants. Many are similar to Earth's, but there are also species totally unlike anything you have ever seen. However, your species will be the only intelligent life on Terra. I am no expert on the planet itself, but if you get a chance to speak with Fern, they will happily inform you further. I'll look out for them then. Ready to go? Yes, I just want to leave a note for my parents. Okay. Very well. Take your time. Dear Mom and Dad. Whew. Okay, hold on. Is that a potato wearing a crown and a mustache? Let's see. Dear Mom and Dad, by the time you get home and find this letter, I'm told I will be on my way to a better place. The Potato King. I must ask you a question, Mr. Potato King. Where did you get such fly style? This isn't the end of my life, it's a new beginning, so take a deep breath. The aliens that have landed on Earth are real, and they're here for people like me. They're offering some of us a chance to start a settlement on another planet. I want to help, even if only for a few weeks. I wish I could have said goodbye in person, but I don't think they can wait that long. I don't know, he said take as much time as you need. I'm just gonna say. You didn't ask him that. I promise to call you as soon as I am able. If I don't make it, I want both of you to know that I love you and I'm sorry for whatever distress this will inevitably cause. I know I haven't exactly been able to express my gratefulness in the past, but I want you to know that I truly appreciate everything you've done for me. I wish we could have made this trip together. I think it's for the best that you two aren't around to watch my health deteriorate further, though. So the our root vegetable overlords, huh, Ash? Let's see. I know how much it would crush you and how much reading this will too. Maybe they'll be able to help me with their alien technology and I'll come home cured someday. But please don't hold your breath. I'm not. Aw. Don't be so pessimistic. They said that they have good healers. You never know. Remember, no matter where I go, I'll be watching over you from the stars. I love you. Adrian. I left my house through the front door where the robot stood waiting for me. I hope you're wearing a thick coat, Adrian, honey. I was finally able to see the robot in all of their glory. This is really pretty art style. They stood about 7 feet tall, much taller than me at 5'8". I believe the news report said that they were about 10 feet tall. They offered me a hand. Would you like me to carry that for you? You are not wearing a coat. It is cold out here. You are already immune compromised. Put on a jacket. Thank you. That would be very nice. Newsman lied. Well, yeah. I handed the robot my suitcase. They began walking toward the school. I followed, albeit a little hesitantly. Probably coldly. Do you think it's a good idea to be so out in the open? Why would it be a bad idea? The police are looking for you. They may try to harm you. Why would they do that? I have not harmed them. Well, welcome to America. I assume. They don't care about that. I like how his eyes, or their eyes turn into question marks when they're curious. That's me. Just question marks are where my eyes are. Forget heart eyes, just question mark eyes. You look different, and people are afraid of things that are different. Yeah, gotta make them sound scarier than they really are, yeah. I don't know. Like, I mean, having 10 foot tall, having 10-foot tall characters in video games didn't seem to go too badly for Resident Evil 8 not very recently. I'll be perfectly honest. That seemed to go over pretty well. Yeah, 7-foot cat boy is not very scary. True. Oh, I see. We can still take this road, but we should keep an eye out. We may have to hide if someone sees us. Very well. As we continued to walk forward, I scanned the area. It was quite late, and the aliens still technically being on the loose meant no one but us was out on the street. You know, you never told me your name. The closest word in your language to my name would be... Oh, we finally get a name. Hades, we finally get a name. We finally get a name. Come on. Sit in your box. Sit in your box. They paused as if having to think hard about the translation. What are you doing? Zipper. Stop. You're acting out for attention. It's not cute. Zipper? Yes. I smirked at the seeming insignificance of a zipper compared to Zipper walking next to me. That's nice. It means great healer in my language. Oh, cool. What does it mean in yours? A zipper is this thing here. I pointed at the zipper on my suitcase. Do you see this? Stop. Stop. Cámate, por favor. Ay, miito. It holds things together, but can also undo things. Surgeons do that kind of thing. So, in a way, I guess it means something close to the meaning in your language. Yeah, something kind of close. Stop! Hades! Stop! Oh my god! Come here, Acrocat. Okay, we're just gonna... Nope, we're rocking the baby. Why are you so annoying? Because you're my baby, I know. So in a way, I guess it means something close in your language. I suppose you are right, Adrian. He's all ripped up. Do you mind if I record a video to show my people that you aren't bad? I don't know if that's gonna work, Adrian, but it's sweet that you're trying. Please, feel free to do so. Stop! Hades! No. Stop! I don't know what his fascination is with my pride flag, but he has been going after it incessantly for weeks. Go on, bud. He has been banished. I think it would help our cause very much for them to hear from a fellow human. I pulled my phone out of my satchel, opened the camera, and started recording a video message. My name is Adrian Clark. I have been visited by one of the alien robots and am now being taken aboard their ship. They mean us no harm. They seek only to help those in dire need. Their only request is that they may leave Earth unharmed. One of their people, Zipper, is a kind and gentle being. Aww. Would you like to say anything, Zipper? What should I say? How about, hi, I'm not a dangerous and destructive robot whose people plan to enslave humanity? Oh. Zipper's pace slowed as they thought about what they would say. Hello, people of Earth. Aww. I assure you that my people have not come to enslave or destroy your kind, nor have we come to inhabit your planet. We are only here to help your people. We hope that our presence has not caused too much of a commotion, but in the event it has, we are more than willing to help fix what has been broken. Aww. Was that okay? Yes, that was great. Thank you. Do you think your kind will fight back if fired upon? We are not capable of violence, nor do we have weapons to fight back with. And you came to Earth? Oh, I'm sorry. So you're a pacifist species? I feel like I'm being very pessimistic. Yeah, it's very cute. Yes. Considering how well Zipper handled my neighbor's cat, pacifist seems like the right word. We are nearing our destination. Okay, I'll finish up the recording and post it on YouTube. So that's about it. The robots are actually big softies and only want to help. I'll try to post updates if they ever get Wi-Fi on their planet. Bye! I ended the recording and quickly began uploading it to YouTube. Luckily it was a short one, so it won't take too long to render. Render times. We finally arrived at the school where the police and a few different news crews had Zipper's ship surrounded. I turned to Zipper, who didn't seem all too worried about the situation. What should we do? Perhaps I could speak with them. I'm not sure that's a good idea. You could speak with them instead, like in your video. Better, but I don't know. Maybe we could sneak in? I suppose we could do that as well. I will activate the ship. Maybe it will cause them to evacuate the area. Good idea! Zipper activated the ship. The police and reporters quickly began to back away. That was a very nice crescendo. We hurried towards the entrance of the ship and were able to slip aboard without anyone noticing. Zipper closed the door to the ship and walked past me to place my suitcase on a rack. Did Zipper come to only recover one human being? That doesn't seem very economical. Meanwhile, I looked around the ship in a daze. Wow, this is so cool. I mean, yeah, very cool. Oh, okay, so maybe there might be other people. We'll see. Wait until you see the Aureus? Our mothership. I can't wait. Zipper motioned for me to have a seat. They helped me fasten the seatbelts. Do you get nauseous easily? I do. Ever since I started chemo, yeah. Okay, let me finish buckling you in, and then I will give you something to help. Thanks. Is this too tight? No, that's fine. Okay, let me grab you an anti-nauseant. Zipper reached into the compartment on their body and produced a small bottle. Okay. Here, drink this. I accepted the bottle from them and examined it for a moment. Is it going to taste bad? I have researched human medication and found that they often contain flavoring to help make them easier to swallow. So, no? I do not believe so. Hearing that, I took the lid off of the bottle and gave the contents a sniff. I mean, he didn't ask if it smelled bad. It smelled like sweet medication. It smells okay. I should probably just slam it back just in case. I mean, for the best, yeah. Surprisingly, it didn't taste foul. Oh, that actually tastes pretty good. What flavor did you use? We attempted to manufacture cotton candy, but without knowing exactly how that tastes, we were only able to guess we had achieved our goal. Okay. Well, it doesn't quite taste like cotton candy, but it's not bad. I am glad. They took the empty bottle back from me and placed it back in their chest compartment. It should not be long before we board the Aureus. Or Orias. So just sit back and try to relax. Okay, it's going to be just like taking a plane, right? I took a deep breath, closed my eyes, and tried to relax as the ship came to life. Ooh, another great crescendo. Very nice. I am very much enjoying the audio in this game. Sound design is very nice. I could hear Zipper's voice from both inside the cockpit and from outside the ship as they made an announcement via some kind of loudspeaker. The ship is now executing a liftoff procedure. Please take a few steps back for your safety. Thank you, and I apologize for frightening you. Oh, farewell. I couldn't help but smile a little. The smile faded as I felt the ship begin to lift off. I'm not sure how much time passed between takeoff and landing, but eventually the ship powered down and I opened my eyes again. You had your eyes closed the whole time? Are you still feeling all right, Adrian? Oh, yeah, I did not check out the trigger warning list. I know that the game starts with cancer immediately right off the bat, but yeah. If you need to go, Ash, you can go anytime. All right, hon? Let's see. Yes, I'm fine. Zipper approached my seat and helped me out of the array of safety belts. Before we exit the dropship, would you be so kind as to put this communication device on your wrist? I know that I'll mostly be okay, and I'll put some trigger warnings at the beginning of the video when I post it on YouTube. Okay. Just, full permission, Ash. You never need my permission, but full permission if you ever need to go, you can. Let's see. They held out a simple-looking bracelet. I accepted it cautiously. Is it just a translator? No, it has a built-in health monitor and a tracking system. It will also allow you to connect with the technology on Terra. Ah, a tracking device. You are free to deactivate the function if you feel it hinders your feeling of freedom. We just felt that it would prove useful in the event of an emergency. Okay, I see. I clasped the device on my wrist. I wish we could see it. So, what's next? Very pretty. Zipper led me off of the dropship and through a series of corridors. We arrived in a large room where there were several humans and robots mingling. I could hear chatter and laughter from both parties. How many of you are there? On this mission, there were over 100 of my kind sent to 53 countries. And each of you was only sent for one human? Yeah, that's what I said. No, some of us were sent for 2 or 3. Others were sent to collect as many as they could. Our goal was to collect 300 of your kind. I see. Your heart rate is quite elevated, Adrian. Are you having regrets? No, I just don't do crowds very well. Well, you know I'm always proud of you, Ash. My apologies. Let us find you a seat then. We both turned to face the door we had come in as a group of humans entered, being led by a tough-looking robot. I noticed Zipper made a pleased humming noise when they saw who had entered the room. Did Zipper the 7-foot cat boy just... or cat person? Catbot? Catbot. I want to say boy. The cat person is purring. their name. That is Forge. You seem happy to see them. He, they. Gotcha. Forge was sent to a dangerous part of a city. I was worried that they may have been attacked. The robot approached the others and was patted on the shoulder while the humans merged with the existing group. This cat boy is crying. Alright, thank you. Are they a friend of yours? Yes. Zipper turned to look at me. They motioned towards an open doorway. Can you hear Hades scratching at the bedroom door? He's like, let me in. Please, follow me. Through the door was another large room, but this one had many more seats like the one from the dropship. Most of them were occupied. Will you be close by? Yes, I will be at the front of this room. I looked at the front row and saw that most seats were already taken. Zipper's gaze followed mine, and they seemed to notice my anxiety worsening. Allow me to find you a seat near me. I let them guide me over to where a couple of empty seats were. Hades, stop shouting! Zipper paused in front of a messy-looking young man. Messy-looking? Okay. Hi. Hello, how are you? You only have one eye. Lots of hair. My friend would like to sit here. Is that all right with you? Oui. Yes. Oh, okay. Clearly, the translator was working, since the words were being repeated back in English in my head. Ooh, that's cool. Yes, Hades is the let me in meme. I had a seat and Zipper began buckling me in. I looked over at the young man. Thanks. No problem. Alright, so I don't do French accent, so we're just going to read it in English. The French language is a beautiful language, one that my tongue refuses to use. It refuses to do it. I can do Spanish sometimes. We exchanged smiles before I turned to look back at Zipper. He gently placed a mask over my nose and mouth. I have cat hair is everywhere. He decided that he wanted to be held. Now there's cat hair flying everywhere. I found myself not questioning why. I have to deliver a quick speech before our departure, but if you need anything during the flight, please press the button on the side of your chair. Will do. Thank you, Zipper. You have to Canadian French, which is awful. Okay, so wanting everyone to know, I didn't say that Canadian French is awful. An actual French Canadian said that Canadian French is extra awful. I will take your word for it. I will return to you once we arrive at our destination. Okay. Until then, Adrian. Until then, Zipper. I watched Zipper meet with the other robots. They chatted for a couple of minutes before spreading out to perform checks on all of the seatbelts. Hello, everyone. My name is Zipper. I am one of the medical officers here on the Orias. As I am sure you have noticed, you have all been given a mask. Hades, stop. Shush. Well, if you didn't try and attack everything that moved and didn't move, then you wouldn't be kicked out of the room. If you would kindly place it over your mouth and nose now, your cooperation is imperative to your survival. Okay. Faster than light travel can be quite stressful on organic beings such as yourselves, so the masks will be supplying oxygen and a mild sedative. It is expected that you will feel drowsy and possibly fall asleep. Do not worry. We will wake you once we have arrived on Terra. Let's hope that their sedative is compatible with all humans, because I know some Earth sedatives are not compatible with certain people. The magic of sci-fi. If there are any emergencies, personal or otherwise, please press the button on either side of your chair and we will be alerted right away. Thank you. Zipper and the others did another round of checks, this time for the masks. Zipper returned to the front of the room and gave me a nod before stepping on some sort of docking device. The light on their face dimmed. Must be going into a standby mode. I started feeling drowsy shortly after the other robots had joined Zipper. I did not bother fighting the sedative and quickly fell asleep. And transition! I awoke on Zipper's dropship. Zipper wasn't around. I assumed they were in the cockpit. I reached for a button on my seat and pressed it. Almost instantly, Zipper appeared in a chair on a holographic screen. Oh, you are awake! Are we there already? Yes. Soon we will depart the Orias. As they spoke, the dropship came to life. Are you ready to see your new home? The cockpit's camera slowly moved. That was very, very smooth transition. I really liked that. Very auditorily pleasing. The cockpit's camera slowly moved Zipper out of sight to show the sloped glass window. As the ship departed from Orias, I couldn't help but gasp at what I saw. It's a Pac-Man moon. It is eating itself. It's purple? Oh, achievement unlocked. Oh no, it just looks that way from above. The planet itself is quite colorful on the ground. I believe the color you are seeing has something to do with the reflection of light on organisms from the surface. Wow. Thank you. You are most welcome, Adrian. I am glad you agreed to come with me. I truly believe you will enjoy your time here. I think so too. Once we had landed on Terra, Zipper grabbed my suitcase and led me towards a small house. They informed me my home was near their lab. As we entered the front door, there was a pleasant chime. Ooh. Welcome home, Adrian. I looked around to see where the voice had come from, since there didn't appear to be anyone else with us. Hold a moment. That is your home's operating system speaking. My house speaks? Yeah, Smart House, you know. Smart House was an excellent movie, I'll be perfectly honest. Correct. It can do almost everything for you, from operating lighting to making you breakfast. Ah, so it's Google Nest Home. Wow. Except Google can't make you breakfast. You can activate it using your bracelet or your voice. You can try it. I click and I'm expecting to look at the beginning. I touched the bracelet Zipper had given me on the dropship. It glowed for a moment and a chime sounded throughout the house. Yes, Adrian? What time is it? It is currently the equivalent of Earth's 21:37 Pacific Standard Time. Thank you. You are quite welcome, Adrian. I have to make the different robots sound different. But I want the robot voice. I turned to look at Zipper. I've always wanted a personal assistant. Well, now you have one. Feel free to test it out more when you have a chance. Oh, I think I will. Would you like me to give you a tour of your new home, or do you think you will be able to figure things out on your own? Seems pretty straightforward. I don't know, you're on an alien planet. I would want a tour. It's like, where's the coffee machine? How do I work the stove? I'll just ask the computer if I need help. Okay. There are a few quick tests I need to conduct before we can begin calculating the best approach to your treatment for your treatments here on Terra. Please come to my lab in the morning. Until then, unpack and rest. If you happen to need anything at all, do not hesitate to call me. I have programmed my frequency into your communicator. All you have to do is tell the computer you wish to speak to me. Aw. Thank you again. Until morning, then. Good night, Zipper. Good night, Adrian. May you have pleasant dreams. Aw. I watched Zipper leave and the door quietly shut itself behind them. I spent a few minutes exploring my new home, putting my belongings into their new homes as I went. The unit was a modest one. One bath apartment. The living room and kitchen were quaint, but definitely had enough room to accommodate both robots and humans. There were many small plants decorating the rooms. The computer explained that most were edible and supposedly quite delicious. I wouldn't want to go chewing on my houseplants. That would make me sad. Once everything had been put away and I had finished looking around, I took a seat on my bed. I was mentally and physically exhausted from the events of the day so far, but there was one more question I wanted to be answered. Computer? Yes, Adrian? Do you have a name? No. May I name you? Of course. I am your electronic living assistant. You can do whatever you would like if it will make it easier for me to assist you. Okay, how about Ella then? Is that what you would like to call me from now on? Yes. Very well. I am now set to recognize Ella as my name. Thank you, Adrian. No problem. You should rest. I will wake you in the morning. Sounds good. Can you do that at 8 o'clock? Yes, of course. Great. Good night, Ella. Good night, Adrian. I found my new bed to be far more comfortable than my old one. The built-in temperature and softness adjusters were an added bonus. If only. Within moments of my head touching the pillow, I was asleep. Good morning, Adrian. It is currently 8 o'clock. Face buried in my pillow, I let out a loud groan. I was never much of an early riser. Well, you're the one who asked to be woken up at 8 in the morning after the day that you had. Give yourself a little bit more rest. Would you like something to eat? Sure. Very well. I wonder what the house assistant, the smart house, I wonder what Ella is going to cook. I rolled over onto my back and let my eyes slowly adjust to the light. I sat up on the edge of the bed, stretched, and surveyed the room in a sleepy daze. I guess it wasn't just a dream. I took a few moments to finally convince myself to get out of bed, but as I went to do so, I noticed a pair of slippers at my bedside. Ella? Yes, Adrian? Did you put these slippers here for me? Yes, I had one of my helpers do so. That was very kind of you. What do you mean, one of your helpers? You are most welcome, Adrian. Zipper would be very upset with me if I did not take good care of you while they were away. I see. As I walked into the central room of my new living space, I could see the kitchen and its equipment working on its own. Smells good. What are you making? For your convenience, I have been I have been programmed to cook over 5,000 dishes from Earth. That is more dishes than I think I've ever eaten. I have chosen an omelet for you this morning. That works for me. As I sat in the adjacent room waiting for my breakfast, I thought I would take the opportunity to record a vlog about my experiences this far. I was interrupted by a small robot bringing me the aforementioned meal. Oh, hello there. That is one of the helpers I mentioned. They're so cute! Do they have a name? No. Feel free to give them a name if you wish. I'm going to call you Homie. Okay. The small robot chirped and did a little dance before heading back towards the kitchen. How is your omelet, Adrian? I took a bite. It wasn't exactly the same as an Earth omelet, but it was quite tasty. It's delicious. Thank you. My pleasure. Ooh. All right, we're over into the lab. The entrance to Zipper's lab slid open, chiming as I entered. Zipper stood at a console near the center of their workspace, seemingly camouflaged amongst the many polished white surfaces. They turned to acknowledge my arrival before returning their gaze to the console. Hello again, Adrian. How did you sleep? Very well, actually. That is good to hear. If you would kindly have a seat, I can start running the tests I mentioned yesterday. I took a seat on the bed closest to Zipper's workstation. Feel free to make yourself comfortable. They didn't have to tell me twice. The bed wasn't nearly as comfortable as my own, but it certainly wasn't as bad as the hospital beds back home. Zipper waited until I seemed settled and began typing away at their computer. A mechanical arm attached to the ceiling began to move. What exactly are you looking for? First, I am going to conduct a full scan to locate any cancer cells. Then, I will test your blood to identify any other biological disorders you may have that could interfere with the treatments we have planned. This will also help me determine if there needs to be any changes to your diet. Okay, test away. Our eyes met. They seemed mildly concerned. Please let me know if you feel any discomfort. Will do. The arm began moving slowly around the bed. Zipper watched it for a moment before looking back at the computer. While I run the tests, I would like to ask you some questions if you do not mind. Only as long as I can ask you some as well. Of course. On your blog, you described your most major symptom as being unable to catch your breath. That's right. Do you have a history of any disorders of the lungs that may have been exacerbated by the cancer? No. All right. Zipper typed something on their computer. You also mentioned in both your Bumbler and Tweeter that the chemical treatment you received caused numerous side effects, including nausea, vomiting, lack of appetite, and fatigue, as well as a few other things, yeah. Were you given any medications to counter these effects, and did they help? I was only given medication for the nausea, but whatever you gave me helped more. Exacerbated. Thank you, Ash. Zipper hummed thoughtfully and typed away. The medical questions continued for a while. I made sure to answer as honestly as I was able. Just from Zipper's questions and tone, I felt as if I might actually be taken care of properly for once. Well, hopefully Zipper isn't going to dismiss your concerns as something simple as anxiety. Because, you know, anxiety is so simple. Let's see. When Zipper was finished working, they sat in the chair next to my bed. I think that is enough medical questions for today. Thank you for answering them. Thanks for listening. Of course. I never did ask, what would you like us to call you here? Well, my name is Adrian. I am aware, but would you like us to call you Adrian, or is there something else you would prefer? I thought about it for a moment. That is an excellent question. I mean, you get to start a whole brand new society, so... Whose leg is... What happened there? Like, whose stuff are we looking at? This feels like proprietary information. You probably shouldn't be showing us somebody else's medical information. I'm just gonna be perfectly honest here. Thought about it for a moment. Can it be whatever I want? Whatever you want. If I were to ask that I be called Supreme Overlord, would you call me that? Yes, if that is what you wish to be called. In that case, I would like to be called NB. E-N-B-Y. NB. That sounds nice. Thank you. Would you like us to use neutral pronouns as we normally do, or would you prefer something gendered? Neutral is great. Yep. Yes, please. Perfect. NB. They, them, their. That is how we will refer to you from now on. Thank you. Zipper made a thoughtful humming noise. NB. I really like the way that sounds. You are lucky to have such a wonderful name. Aww. Well, I really like Zipper. I think it suits you. You do? Oh, look at that shocked face. Yes. Based on the sound Zipper made in response, I would have guessed they were very happy with what I had said. Well, I mean, it might be reference diagrams, I suppose. This looks like it might be detailing something, though. I'm just gonna be honest. Maybe they just don't have HIPAA rules here. I think NB suits you as well. Oh, look at that blush. Thank you. Now, with that out of the way, would you like to ask me any questions while I run those blood tests? Ah, studying while working. Okay, I suppose that makes sense. Sure. Where are your people from? We originate from a small planet orbiting Orius. I thought Orius was the name of your ship, Orius. Yes. We named the ship after our star, hoping to bring its shining light to our planet, to other planets in the universe. Oh, I see. Is your planet far from here? That must get confusing if the mothership and the star are both named the same thing. I suppose they have ways of determining which one they're talking about. It's probably not that confusing, actually. It's like Washington State versus Washington, D.C. Is your planet far from here? Yes, but it is no longer ours. How come? We felt it was better suited for another species. You gave your planet away? Yes. We are quite content exploring the universe, so we let them have it for their own. I see. Do your people have parents? Are you born? Hi, Lois. Yeah, you know, baby girl. Your brother finally stopped scratching at the door. My people are created by a complicated process where a consciousness, our light, is uploaded into a fabricated body. We do not have parents because we are not born, but we do have mentors. Cat intermission. Let me love you. She looks angry. Okay, there you go. Thank you for letting me pet you. Who is your mentor? My mentor was named Surge. They are no longer with us. Oh, sorry, Zipper. Oh, sorry, Zipper. Envy said it too. It is okay. They lived a long, happy life and helped improve many others. Yep, that's my... Oh, let's see. I think the difference is the Orias ship versus Orias. Okay. See, yep, that makes sense. I should know I wrote this game. Yeah. Gotcha. Alrighty. Yeah, I figured that there was probably some way of differentiating between that. Yeah. So the main coon, the big fluffy cat I just had, that was Lois. The little gray one that's being a terror is Hades, appropriately named. So let's see. I hope to make them proud and earn the title of Chief Medical Officer someday. Oh, I have a choice. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. Thank you, Envy. I appreciate that.
Hi, Lois.
We exchange smiles before returning to my questions. How old are you? In Earth years, nearly a century. Wow. Is that old for your kind? No. I would say I am the equivalent of someone your age. You're quite young for a doctor then. Am I? On Earth, you would just be starting your training right now. How old are you, Envy? Well, I would have been training my whole life for this position. Or I have been, sorry. I was quite literally made to fill this role. True, I mean, yeah. I can tell.
Lois, you too? Et tu, Loe? Why though? Why though? Why do you both have to go for my... Hey, leave my pride flag alone, guys.
I know it's on the closet door, but that's the whole point. We're having pride because we left the closet. I can tell. You're doing a great job so far. Much better than any doctor I had on Earth. Zipper made a noise that sounded like a computer overheating. Oh, he's blushing. Blushing again. Look it. I thought it was kind of cute. Concerning, but cute. Can you tell me more about Terra? I am afraid I do not know much about the planet itself, since it is not my field of expertise. But what would you like to know? How far are we from Earth? I do not know exactly, but I can say it took approximately 4.5 hours from our takeoff on Earth until our landing on Terra's surface. That's all? Yes. I would say over 30 minutes of that was preparations as well. Do you know why this planet was chosen for us? Our eco officers calculated that it had the greatest potential to facilitate your people flourishing while requiring minimal modifications to the planet. They did consider some of the planets your scientists had discovered, but they did not show very promising results in long-term simulations. I mean, why did you choose me? When we were looking for candidates for this journey, many factors impacted our decision. The other medical officers and I fought for you to be included because we believe we have the technology to rid you of your lung cancer. It has spread far quicker than we had expected. Oh. But I have remained positive. If it was just the cancer, why me specifically? There are many others who have it, children even. As I said, there were other factors. Your genetics, personality, and skills were reviewed as well. We used as much data as we could collect to determine our preliminary list, which contains many thousands of names. But you only picked 300? For our first trip, yes. have plans to return to Earth and collect others, but we wanted to test the waters first, so to speak. Right, that makes sense. You brought homeless folks here too, right? Did you choose them by specifics as well, or were they chosen because of their circumstances? Both. A majority were chosen because they were in potentially dangerous situations, and we felt it would be against our programming to leave them without having offered any assistance. We granted ourselves some wiggle room, as you say, to account for their numbers. We continued to chat while Zipper ran more tests. They seemed to genuinely care about me and their other patients. It was very refreshing to be around a doctor who focused more on positives rather than negatives. It wasn't if the treatments work, it was when the treatments work. It wasn't these are all the options and that's it. It was we will continue searching for something that works. Well, I am finished collecting your data. I will look it over and run some simulations once it has been fully processed. Sounds good. In the meantime, I have been asked to take you to meet Sarah. They will ask you some questions about yourself to help us make sure all of your needs are met to ensure you are happy in your new home. Okay, let's go. Transition!
Oh, look at this cute little.
Hi, look at this cute room. Look at that teddy bear. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I like that teddy bear. I will call you when I have the results of the simulations. As always, let me know if you need anything. Sarah will be with you shortly. Thank you. Until then, NB, enjoy your day. You too, Zipper. I'll talk to you later. Zipper left me alone in the room. Nice room. I dig it. Looks good. You need to throw out your trash soon, but I had a seat on the couch. The way the room was set up reminded me a lot of some of the counselor's offices I had been to on Earth. Even the decor matched. That might have been intended. It was kind of eerie in a way. Moments after sitting down, a robot entered the room. They had a bright smile on their face. They greeted me as they took a seat across the room. Hello, NB. My name is Sarah. Oh gosh, so many voices. I'm gonna get them confused. I am one of the happiness managers here on Terra. It's nice to meet you, Sarah. Likewise. My job here is to assess your needs and make sure that the proper steps are taken to make sure those needs are met. I will also be helping you figure out what job you would be most fulfilled by in your new living situation. I have researched human psychology extensively and am here to give you any mental and emotional support you may need as well. So you're like a life and job counselor? Yes, I suppose you could say that. Please know that everything discussed in this room will remain between the two of us unless it is something that Zipper may need to know for your treatments. Is that okay? Yes. Excellent. Let's begin with some easy questions. First, what is your name and how old are you? My name is NB Clark, and I am 19 years old. Oh, like a wee baby. Where are you from? Hillsborough, British Columbia. Can you tell me a little about your hometown? Sure. Hillsborough is pretty average. How so? A fair amount of people live there, minimal entertainment. Job opportunities are mostly in fast food, rent is high. I might have to let the beast in. It's the same as pretty much every other small town in BC. That sounds miserable. It was. Did you live with your parents? Yes. What are they like? They're kind and, I don't know. They tried to be understanding and give me my space, but they ended up being distant. Was this after you fell ill? No, they were like that before. Oh, I see. Do you think they were upset when they found out that you had left? Of course. My parents are distant, but I know that they love me.
Are you gonna be nice? Are you gonna be good? Are you going to immediately attack your sister?
Okay, well, figure yourself out. They take turns sitting with me during chemo when they could, and check in on me all the time when I was holed up in my room. When the treatment stopped showing signs of improvement, well, I guess I pushed them further away. Do you want to talk about that? Maybe another time. You wanted to ask me other questions too, I'm sure. Right! Let's see. Did you have any friends on Earth? Not really. Not in real life. Well, I mean, he's gonna figure himself out. What about outside of your real life? I have friends online. Very good. Do they help provide any emotional support for you? Not exactly. They're mostly just people who read my blog and talk to me from time to time. Well, that's a start. Can you tell me a bit about your blog? It's mainly just life updates, photography, and the occasional meme. What is a meme? Oh no, the robots don't know what memes are. Shit posts everywhere. We're building a new society and it shall be built on the foundation of memes. They're funny pictures or videos that people spread around. Sometimes they're little inside jokes. They sound wonderful. They can be. Sometimes. Depends the meme. Do you have an example of a meme? On me? No. I will have to look them up on the World Wide Web once I'm able. But back to your blog. Do you find that writing about your feelings and your experiences has helped you overall? Yes. I'm so glad that you found an outlet for your emotions. I know that we currently don't have the communications network up, but once it's online, I highly recommend you continue posting. Yeah, I plan to. Good! In the meantime, may I make a suggestion? Go for it. Our communications officers are looking for some humans to assist with writing newsletters and reports. I think you could be an excellent fit. Oh, cool. Would it be like working for a newspaper? I suppose it depends on what Ariel needs you to do. Ariel? That's the officer in charge? Correct. If you are interested, I will let them know. Yeah, okay. No harm in seeing what it's all about, right? Exactly. If you have time once we're finished here, you should go see Ariel in their office. Could you send me the address? Done and done. Hello, Bug. Have you decided to settle down, my son? Thank you. Of course, I'm here to help however I can. Alright, I'm gonna save real quick, cause return. Okay. After talking with Sarah some more about myself and my condition. Excuse you.
Excuse you. Go attack your sister on your own time. Why you gotta be up here to do that? I swear, don't.
The beast has returned. Nope. It's hug time. Go on. Let's see. I made my way to the communications building. Bye. I was greeted at the entrance of the communications headquarters by a robot named Reed. They led me to Ariel's office and went to go find them. I had a seat at the computer desk and glanced around at the room. There are multiple screens with information written in a language I couldn't read. I remembered seeing some of the same symbols on Zipper's dropship and the Orias. Before I could look any longer, in came a different robot. Ooh. Oh, got a couple of holes there, honey. Hello, I'm Ariel. I hope you haven't been waiting for very long. I practically just sat down. Oh, good. Both Saro and Zipper have mentioned your arrival to me. I've been eager to meet you. Oh? You wrote for an online newsletter, did you not? Has narrowed eyes. I wrote a couple of articles for a local newspaper's website, but I mostly just ran a personal blog. I see. Well, regardless, I would like to give you a job here if you are interested in continuing your writing. What would you need me to do? I was hoping to find someone who would be willing to conduct some interviews around the settlement. Who would I be interviewing? Well, I think for your first assignment, it would be best for your people to hear about the work that is being done around the settlement, as well as some of the work that has been done prior to your arrival here. You would be speaking with Fern and Forge. They are the chief officers of Eco and Engineering, respectively. So, you want me to conduct interviews and write up a report? That's it? Yes, I will handle distributing your work. I know how to pronounce that one. Just didn't want to come out. Okay, sounds good. I'll do it. Great. When would you like to begin? Right now? Perfect. I will send you the locations of Forge's workshop and the greenhouse. Feel free to submit your report whenever it is most convenient. English is hard, yeah. Should I come here to do so, or can I submit it through my computer? Whichever you'd prefer. Alright. Thank you. I'll try to have it finished tonight. I look forward to reading it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to help set up the communications network. Of course. See you later. Let's go interview some peoples. Ooh. That's a lot of... I think they're carrots, but they might not be carrots. I mean, alien planet and all that. Are you okay? You look like you might need a bath. That doesn't look like it's gonna be good for your gears. The greenhouse was like nothing I have ever seen before. It was a tall glass building filled vertically with towers of crops and flowers. Some of the plants I recognized from Earth, others I had never seen before. I took out my camera and snapped a few photos while I searched for someone to help me locate Fern. For a while after entering the building, all I could find were small little robots who didn't appear to be sentient. They zoomed past me, checking on plants as they went. They reminded me a little of Homie. So, you seem lost. The sound of a voice behind me made me jump in surprise. Aw, this must be Fern. Oh, look at the... I don't know what it is, but look at the little animal thing. It's all... They look like cat snake. Let's see, okay. I turned around to face the owner and found a robot unlike any I had seen since landing on Terra. They were clearly an older model as they were covered in rust and plant life. They also had a few creatures living on them. Sorry, I'm looking for someone. Do you know where I can find Fern? You're in luck. I am Fern. Oh, great. My name is Envy. I don't know what voice to give him. Like, the way that the music sounds with Fern, it's like... Ariel sent me to ask you some questions for a newsletter. I see. Well, I guess it's about time I take a break anyway. I'm gonna give him a really weird voice. I like this one. Let's see. Are you okay? You good? What you doing? Well, I guess it's about time I take a break anyway. Would you like a tour while we talk? Yes, that would be nice. While walking and talking, I noticed Fern occasionally pluck a dead leaf or examine the plants as we passed. They appeared to eat the dead foliage they had collected, which didn't seem possible. What would you like to know? Can you tell me about yourself? Oh, well, okay. What would you like to know about me? Compost spot. What is your job? I am the Chief Eco Officer. My duties include overseeing the greenhouse, discovering and categorizing plants and animals, as well as gathering data on the various ecosystems of Terra. Do you enjoy your job? I can't see myself doing anything else. What is your favorite plant? On Terra or... Sure. Specimen number 62120022626. What does it look like? It is a blue flower with hints of pink. It has thorns which contain a very potent poison to protect itself from being eaten. It also has two stamens protruding from it, which look like they would what you would call antennae. That sounds beautiful? Yes, they are. Do you have any hobbies? I enjoy hiking. If you would like, I can show you some of the most picturesque views on this planet someday. I would like that. I'm probably not much of a hiker, but I would still like that. I would like that. Let me know when you are available. In the meantime, I will search for somewhere you will enjoy. Somewhere close would be preferred. Of course, I think I know just the place. Great. But where was I? How old are you? I believe the Earth equivalent would be between 20 and 25. Oh, wow. You're close to Zipper's age then? Yes. I see. I'll have to ask about that some other time. Can you tell me about Terra? True. Optimistically, Envy would be up for some hiking after the medical care. True. What would you like to know about it? Let's start with the seasons. During our time here, my team has observed 5 distinct seasons in this region. Ooh, 5 seasons, huh? I would love to tell you about them if you have the time. Definitely, yeah, I'd love to. Please do. At the beginning of the year, there is one akin to your spring. The weather is mild with light rainfall. Humidity averages between... I think I may have made a mistake letting them go into detail. For the next few minutes, Fern gave me an in-depth statistics for each of the 5 seasons. If they had decided to quiz me after, I absolutely would have failed. What about the weather? Didn't they just give you the details about the weather? The weather here is quite mild throughout the year. Oh, so no. Okay. In other regions, it can reach extreme highs or lows in temperature, but that is not unlike the planet you are most accustomed to. Precipitation is much the same as well overall. Are there any strange weather systems? Like, does it rain diamonds? My team factored in the weather systems when deciding on a planet for your speed. Immediately back to it. Stop! When deciding on a planet for your species. We felt it would be harmful to bring you anywhere with systems such as the one you have described. Well, yeah, I mean, I would imagine that diamonds falling from the sky is probably going to be a pain in the neck. Someone's a pain in the neck. Sit in your box. Sit in your box. We wanted the transition between planets to be as smooth as possible for you. Bye. Fair enough. What is the atmosphere like? It is nearly the same as Earth's. It keeps the planet protected from the nearest star's radiation. It helps keep the planet warm in the day and cool at night. It has 5 layers just as Earth does. It contains the same mix of gases as Earth's atmosphere. If you are interested, I can tell you the breakdown of the gases as the percentages are slightly different. That's okay, maybe another time. I mean, let them info dump. It's okay. They're excited about their work. Can you tell me about the plants and animals? There is a wide variety of animal and plant life. It varies from region to region with some overlap. There are a few species similar in genetic makeup to the ones on Earth, but nothing that is exactly the same. Where do you source food from? We have discovered many perfectly edible plants on Terra, but we have also brought some specimens from Earth that we can plan on maintaining crops of as well. As for meat proteins, while there is much wildlife on Terra, my people are unable to harm them in order to prepare their meat for consumption. Therefore, we exclusively lab grow our meat supply so that no life forms are harmed in the process of feeding your population. Long boy. He's telling me that it's just about time, that it's past time that we play with. Yeah, I know. I'll bring out the stringies. Feeding your population. Would you say it tastes the same as organic meat? We have had no complaints from any other species we have aided. Well, I don't know. Humans can be particularly picky. What do you think, Bug? Are humans particularly picky? Any other interesting statistics? Fern gave me every statistic you could ever want to know, but don't ask me the specifics because I ended up zoning out after they began listing the math involved for calculating Terra's mass and orbit, or whatever else. Yeah, no worries. You can check it out on YouTube if you want. Same name as my Twitch. And I'll be streaming probably the same game again next week because I don't think I'm gonna finish it all tonight. Thanks for coming by. Bye. Let's see. Thank you very much for your time. My pleasure. If you ever want to hear more about the planet, I'm just a call or a hike away. Perfect. Enjoy the rest of your day. You as well, Envy. After speaking with Fern, I made my way to Forge's workshop. Hey. Let's see. It was exactly as I had pictured, an industrial building filled with machinery and raw materials. You had pictured this exactly? There were many projects on the go, including various items being 3D printed, models of buildings being assembled, and various computer components being manufactured. I noticed off in the corner there was prosthetics being worked on as well. There was a large robot at a desk working on something. From where I was standing, I couldn't tell what. They didn't appear to notice when I entered, despite the door making a chime. Oh, hello. You've got a bit of a crack. 2 scratches. Okay. This one's really cool. Hello? Are you Forge? Yes. And you are? My name is Envy. I was sent by Ariel to ask you some questions. Do you have time right now, or should I come back later? I need to keep working, but ask your questions. Are you sure? I don't mind coming back when you're not busy. That would be impossible. I am always busy. I guess he should probably have a deeper voice. I think they should have a deeper voice. Let's give Forge a deeper... Yeah, no, I like Forge as well. I mean, they're a little bit on the curt side, but I think I'm going to go a bit deeper. But still that monotone. I'm just trying to stay out of the Mojo Jojo range. And see, it's too easy to fall into Mojo Jojo. Mojo Jojo. Oh, the mobile app works. That's awesome. Oh, welcome back. Ouch. I had a cat in the lap briefly, and then he went to go attack his sister. We were just trying to figure out what voice we want to give for Forge. I'm thinking something deeper but monotone. I'm just trying to stay out of the Mojo Jojo range because it's too easy to fall into. I like the music here. Yeah, I like this one. I think this might be, well, this might be my favorite. I haven't decided yet. I really like Forge. Let's see. Okay. Well, this won't take long. Very well. What do you want to know? Can you tell me about the shelters? We have pre-built many shelters for all levels of capability. We have all been designed to minimize their impact on the environment while meeting all of the needs of the occupant. I don't know, it's easy to fall into Mojo Jojo. Just saying. Then again, I just grew up on Powerpuff Girls, so... they're all managed by voice-activated operating systems. Is your home satisfactory? It's perfect, thank you. If you have any problems, just call. Of course. Can you tell me about the technology being used here? My team has been working with existing Earth technology to improve it using our own. Medical, eco, and the other sectors have made their own improvements for using specific to them. Can you tell me about yourself? What about me? What is your job? I am in charge of overseeing technology and construction. hobbies? I do not have hobbies. The narrowed eye. Surely there's something you do for fun or in your spare time. Well, he did. I'm just gonna say, Forge did mention that they never have free time. Just gonna say. They did ever mention that. I am always working on something. I do not have time for fun. Do you at least enjoy your work? Yes. Is there anything particular you enjoy working on? I enjoy creating prosthetic devices with Zipper. Do you mind me asking you about Zipper? What about them? What is your relationship like? They are my closest friend. How long have you known each other? Since their creation. Wow. They are different than the others. I appreciate that. A narrowed eye. Oh? They tend to defy the norm. Sometimes their methods are risky or unheard of. Should I be concerned? No, you are in safe hands. Okay, good to know. I think that's all my questions for today then. Thank you for answering them. You are welcome. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Likewise. Well, goodbye then. Goodbye. Aw, our time with Forge was very short. I liked Forge. They were cool. But I understand that they're also very busy and we don't want to take up too much of their time. I let myself out of the workshop and headed back home to type out the newsletter. I went through my notes and worked as fast as my brain and fingers would allow after such a busy day. Once I was finished, I had Ella send the file to Ariel. They sent confirmation that the file had been received, as well as some notes for minor changes that they would be making before sending out the newsletter. After speaking with Ariel, I received a call from Zipper. They had finished running my health simulations and needed to talk to me about the results. They didn't seem concerned, which helped ease my anxiety. They didn't seem I'm gonna keep doing that. I still couldn't shake the unusual nervousness that comes with test results, though. Yeah, I know, I understand that. Zipper greeted me at the door to their lab. They motioned for me to have a seat. They sat in the chair beside me. Hello again, NB. How was your first day at work? It went really well. How did you hear about it? Both Saro and Forge spoke to me. Do all of you enjoy gossiping about us humans? We are all very proud to share everyone's achievements. Would you prefer we did not share those with each other on your behalf? I was just teasing you. Oh, I see. I am still not quite used to human sarcasm and jokes. Same. I'm sure you'll catch on real fast. I don't know. Sometimes it can be hard to learn. I'll be really honest. With you to help me, I am certain I will. In the meantime, I have come up with a treatment plan that I believe will be quite successful if we are able to adhere to it. Before you tell me, I'd like you to make me a promise. What would you like me to promise? Promise me you'll be honest about my progress and not just tell me what you think I want to hear. Which is fair. I swear to you, Envy, I will not withhold any information regarding your condition and will always be truthful regardless of whether or not I wish for you to hear the truth. Give me your pinky. I am afraid I need them in order to be efficient in my duties. Not like that. I just want to link ours together. Is that some sort of human pact-making ritual? Yeah, basically. It's called a pinky swear. Yeah, because if you break the pinky swear, you gotta cut off your pinky. If you break your word, you are supposed to remove your pinky as punishment. Yep, see? Thank you, Envy. I think. I'm not actually sure if that part is true, but it is a way to make a pact. Well, it's what I said too, so... Very well. May my pinky be removed as punishment should I break my word. I honestly don't expect you to do that. But anyway, what's the plan, Zipper? Radiation treatments similar to those on Earth, along with medications and a diet plan to keep your immune system running at optimal efficiency. Counseling appointments with Sarah will be regular part of your regiment as well. Will I need surgery? I am afraid that surgery is incredibly risky, even with our technology. The cancer has spread throughout your body and to remove all the tumors would likely cause more harm than good. Oh? Your immune system may be further compromised, and there is a chance the cancer could spread even further. What are my chances of remission on your new treatment plan? Based on my calculations, I estimate a 55 to 60% chance of remission if the treatment plan functions as expected. What will we do if I don't show any signs of improvement? If you show no signs of improvement after the first 2 weeks of treatment, I will run more tests to determine the next best step to take. I will do whatever is in my power to help you, NB. You have my word. Thank you. I appreciate your honesty and hard work. And I appreciate your trust. I was quite tired when I returned home that evening. I thought about taking a nap, but was interrupted by my communicator beeping. NB, you have an incoming call from Ariel. Would you like to take it? Yes. Upon accepting the call, the screen on the wall across from me lit up and Ariel appeared. I've forgotten the voice I had for Ariel. I'm sorry, Ariel. I've forgotten you. I think it was the slower one, yeah. Hello? Hello, Ariel. Is everything okay? Yes, of course. I was just calling because I thought you would like to know that the communications network is up and running. The internet connection is still quite slow, but it works. We will be continuing our work on it to hopefully surpass even Earth's own fastest information technologies. That's probably not going to be too hard, I'll be honest. I didn't expect it to be finished so soon. Thank you for letting me know. Is there anything else? That is everything for now. Thank you again for your hard work yesterday. I will let you know if there is anything else I need. In the meantime, please get some rest.
You gotta fix the. You're leaking.
Is that part of your aesthetic, or do you need help? I can't tell. Flex on humanity by creating like 20G. Skip 6G, just go straight to 20G. In the meantime, please get some rest. Of course. Thank you as well for your hard work. I have a feeling a lot of us have been eager to get in touch with our families and friends, so this is fantastic news. I can imagine. I should get back to work. Have a wonderful evening, NB. You as well, Ariel. After ending the call, I decided to open up my laptop and check my social media accounts. I had many notifications on all of them. I made a mental note to check them later. My main focus was on the missed messages from my parents. I started typing out a message from my mother. She messaged me before I could finish it. Adrian, is that you? Yes. They finally have Wi-Fi here. Is Dad home? My computer began to ring. I accepted the incoming call and both of my parents' voices filled the room. They sounded frantic to be speaking to me. Oh, thank God, Adrian! We've been worried sick. I'm so sorry. I really did want to say a proper goodbye. Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Have they hurt you? No, of course not. They're trying to help, really. How are you feeling? I'm doing okay. I've missed you too. We've missed you too, sweetheart. How have you been? I've been really well, actually. The doctors here may actually be able to help. I have a new job and a new home already. I really like it here. You aren't planning on coming back, are you? Maybe, if the treatments work. And if they don't? You read my letter. You know why I can't come back then. Adrian, sweetheart. I'm sorry, but right now there's nothing you can say that will change my mind. I couldn't do that to you. I understand. What is the planet like? My parents and I talked all through the night. I told them all about the people I had met and the sights there were to be seen. I sent them the videos and photographs I had taken since I left Earth. I could tell they still weren't happy with my decision to stay, but they seemed to respect my ability to make my own decisions. I mean, 19, you're technically old enough to make your own decisions and live your own life. I promised to keep them updated as much as I could, and Dad made me promise to fight as long as I was able. Finally living up to my URL. An ace in space. I feel like this game is unintentionally targeted at me because my Tumblr was the gray ace in space. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm being targeted. I was a bit older than 19, but yeah. I can't believe what my life has become lately. Maybe the cancer has spread to my brain already and I'm actually imagining all of this. Oh, honey. But if that's not the case, I am currently on a planet far from Earth. A few days ago, alien robots came to Earth and promptly left with about 300 people, myself included. I'm happy to report that they haven't enslaved us, and we're all very much alive. From now on, I'm going to use this blog to document my experience on Terra. I know, the stars have aligned for me to play this game. Since the last few days have been quite hectic, I've made a short vlog summarizing the journey so far, and I'll link it here once it's posted. I'm hoping to keep you all updated as this strange journey of mine continues. As always, feel free to send me questions, and I will try to answer them as soon as I can. Tagged as update, text, life, space, aliens. Posted 1 minute ago. Today my assignment was to meet some of the other people brought to Terra to interview them about their previous lives on Earth and how they've been adapting to their new ones. Some were more willing to talk to me than others. Some did flat out refuse to speak of their old lives, which I can understand. Mood. No two stories were alike, but we had all been through enough for the Guardians, nickname assigned to our robot caregivers, to take note. I decided that wandering through the common areas of the settlement would be a good place to hopefully strike up some casual conversation. I always found people felt comfortable talking with someone who was going door to door to conduct interviews. But yeah, felt uncomfortable with someone who was doing that. Yeah. So instead, I politely introduced myself to people on the street, explained my job here at the settlement, and asked if they were willing to speak with me further. Wasn't able to speak to as many people as I had hoped, but I'm happy to have met the ones I did. They changed their name here. Someone who really stood out was a man named Pierre. I had ventured to the market looking for interviewees. Bone-in chicken. It was an open space near the middle of town where the Guardians had set up mercantile booths for us. As you can imagine, the market was quite empty with our population being so few. One of the few stalls that operated was a butcher shop. A young man stood at the counter who I thought looked rather familiar. Upon closer inspection, I realized it was the same man I had spoken to on the Orias. He had cleaned up quite a bit since I had seen him last. He and I made eye contact as I approached, and a smile lit up his face. Oh yeah, okay, he cleaned up nice. That's almost the hairstyle that I previously had. Pierre, did you steal my hairstyle? A little bit. Long time no see. No kidding, stranger. How have you been? I don't know what voice to give him. He just gets to be normal voice now. I'll figure it out. I could hear him speaking French, and fractions of a second later, I could hear the English translation in my head. That must be distracting. Imagine if they were talking for a long period of time. I guess well, Google Translate in your brain. I had started to get used to the translation echo. Oh, okay. So, they at least acknowledge it, and hardly even noticed it anymore. I've been doing really well, especially now that we have faster internet. How are you? Not too bad. There was a moment of silence before the young man broke it. I never did get your name. Oh, I'm Envy. Pierre. I would shake your hand, but... He gestured at the slab of meat on the table, effectively showing me his blood-covered hands. Okay. You're wearing long sleeves, too. My dude. Hairnet. Do something. What are you doing? We'll save that for another time. Pierre chuckled. Another time, then. I looked around the butcher stall and watched Pierre continue turning the slab into ready cuts of meat. Gosh. He looked back at me. Was there something you needed, or were you just dropping by to say hi? Oh, well, I wanted to say hi, but since I'm here, would you be willing to be interviewed for a newsletter? You're a reporter? Sort of. I was asked if I would help write a newsletter to keep people informed of any changes around the settlement, as well as to educate them on the planet and people here too. I'm trying to find out how people are adjusting to the new planet so far. I'm probably going to get through this interaction and then probably going to call it a night. Well, if you don't mind that I keep working while we talk, then ask away. I don't mind. Well then, what would you like to know? How is your name spelled? Pierre. Do you have a last name? Now I am sad. 'Tis empty. No, I'm just Pierre. Well, just Pierre. Where do you hail from? I'm originally from Montreal, but I was in Vancouver when Forge found me. Oh, Forge found you. You were in Vancouver? I was hoping to pursue a career in film. No luck? Unfortunately. That's too bad. Maybe you can continue your pursuit here. The first leading man on an alien planet. Let me know if you hear of any auditions. Of course, you'll be the first to hear. Do you know why you were chosen? I was living on the streets when I got picked up. Oh. They had been looking for one of the more rundown areas of the city to see see if any homeless folks wanted to go with them. I was one of 7 that volunteered. Why did you decide to go with Forge? I've never had a family or a home, and I felt like it would be a worthwhile adventure. I mean, yeah, like straight up. Forge promised me a job and a place to live, and that's all I'd ever wanted. It was an offer I couldn't refuse. How have the first few days been for you? English. Well, I have a job and a home, as promised. I've never felt so welcome before in my life. So I would say that things have definitely been going very well for me. I'm glad that everything is working out for you so far. Thanks. Why did you choose to become a butcher? I am unable to digest red meat and have to stick to a mainly vegetarian diet, so I thought that being a butcher would be quite ironic. I was also curious to see why they'd need a butcher for lab-grown meat. Why exactly do they need a butcher? Well, the meat is grown in slabs, so it still needs to be cut. That is where I come in. And yet there is blood. I don't know. It sounds interesting. Have you been enjoying it? Yeah, it's a pretty easy job. Sometimes I come home smelling like raw meat, and other times it's hard to wash the blood out. But I think out of the jobs I'm qualified for, this is the one that's best for me. Okay. I'm glad to hear it. Okay. Have you made any new friends since your arrival? I'm still caught up in the sometimes I go home smelling like raw meat. I mean, probably, yeah, I'm sure that it still bleeds even if it's grown in the lab, but it's still... Okay, that's fair. A few, mostly co-workers, neighbors, people I talk to when I have to. That's fair. That's fair. I'm hoping to go out and meet some people once I've settled in more. Yeah, I've been planning to do the same. I haven't really had the chance to get out very much. Why is that, if you don't mind me asking? I have cancer, and I'm getting treatments right now. Oh, I see. Any progress? Okay, so deflect, defense, or be honest. I don't know. I've just started them, so I don't know. We'll be honest. We'll be open. He's being open with us. We'll return that openness. Let's see. Well, I hope they help. Me too. I wasn't able to ask all of the questions I had written down since it was getting late, but I was quite satisfied with the information I had been able to gather on Pierre. Thank you for letting me interview you. My pleasure. Maybe next time I can ask you some questions as well. We'll see about that. Fair enough. Will you at least send me a copy of the newsletter? Of course. I'll see you around, Pierre. You know where to find me. Okay. So let's see. Terra. I have traveled to many places in my home planet of Earth and seen some of the most breathtaking sights it has to offer, but I honestly believe that nothing on Earth can compare to Terra. It's a planet that has remained untouched for untold millions of years, untainted by humans and their perceived need to destroy in the name of progress. While I am incredibly grateful for this opportunity, I fear that these robotic guardians have made a mistake by choosing to gift us this paradise. Oh shoot. Okay, we're going full... That's fine. Alright, Envy. Calm down, hon. I've spoken with many of them, and they seem optimistic. They say that they have dealt with species like ours before, that they have worked closely with them to help build and maintain societies that can function peacefully in every way. I don't know if humans are capable of functioning peacefully in every way. I hope they're right about us being able to achieve the same. Regardless, people have been asking me a ton of questions about Terra, so I've compiled the answers for the most common ones. How big is Terra? Terra is almost the exact same size as Earth and has nearly the same mass as well. Are there other planets in the solar system? It is one of 7 planets orbiting a star the Guardians have dubbed Iridian? Iridian. The other 6 planets are uninhabitable, for humans at least. Is it like Earth? If yes, how so? The gravity, temperature, and atmosphere are nearly identical to Earth. There are trees and animals and lots of water. What is gravity like? On the surface, Terra's gravity is 96% of Earth's. I feel a little lighter than I did on Earth, which isn't saying much, but it's definitely noticeable. That would be weird. We don't float, though. How many moons are there? There is a single moon, slightly smaller than Earth's. What's the weather like? The planet's temperature zones differ, but the average temperature is estimated to be 13 Celsius. In the settlement, the temperature and weather have been quite mild, like a typical spring in British Columbia. Are there seasons? What are they like? The Guardians are still gathering data on the seasons in different regions, but they said that yes, there are distinct seasons. They have observed 5 in our region. Fern described them as being spring, summer, autumn, and a burst of summer and winter. In that order? Spring, summer, autumn, a burst of summer, and then winter? So, again, like British Columbia. What is the plant and animal life like? Can you eat them? From what I've seen and what Fern has told me, there are plants on Terra that are so close that they could almost be related to Earth ones. Yep, that order. That would be cool. Just like you go into autumn and then burst of summer and then winter. The wildlife is similar. However, there are also plants and animals that are very obviously alien. Fern and their team have been working very hard attempting to catalog all these life forms and find out which are safe for human consumption. As I've mentioned in previous blogs, though, we don't eat meat on this planet. Well, meat that came from a living animal anyway. Okay, thank you for making that distinction. The Guardians have told me that it doesn't mean we're not allowed to go hunting and eat our prize, but on a planet with technology like this, there really is no need. Tagged as Terra, thoughts, text, Q&A. Okay. Posted 1 minute ago. It's been a week since I arrived on Terra. Things have been going quite well. The internet connection is a lot faster now. I have met many more people too. The Guardians seem to have done a fantastic job picking people who can work together. I haven't seen or heard of any altercations, which I didn't think possible considering how humans tend to be. Today we had our first meeting in the town hall. You can find my complete report here. Nearly everyone was in attendance. People even attended via hologram. There were a few topics for discussion today, including most notably what we were going to name the planet. A poll had been sent out earlier and the results are finally in. Town Hall reminded me a lot of the greenhouse. I noticed that, not unlike the greenhouse, many of the plants were edible. It was tempting to grab a handful of berries to nibble on during the meeting as I walked towards my seat. I'm sure others were thinking the same thing. I feel like that was the intent as well. The building was large enough to accommodate a few of the guardians along with everyone in the settlement. Ariel and Sarah were both present to oversee the first meeting. They stood side by side on the stage and waited patiently for everyone on the manifest to arrive. Hello everyone! For those of you who do not already know, my name is Sarah. I am a happiness manager here on Terra. My name is Ariel. I am the Chief Officer of Communications. We are here to oversee this first meeting to make sure it runs smoothly. So all following meetings will be moderated by you, although Guardians will attend to the event in the event you need any assistance. We hope for these meetings to be weekly or bi-weekly for at least your first year on this planet. Our aim is to have a space for open and honest discussions about the happenings in the settlement. Squinty eyes. We have prepared some topics to discuss, including the following: planetary economics, law, governmental systems, and finally, a name for the planet. Remember that poll? The results are in! We would also like to discuss anybody's issues or concerns thus far. If you would like to speak, please raise your hand. Alternatively, press the button on your communicator and we will address you as soon as possible. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Let's begin by discussing the economy. The discussions about economics, government, and our laws went on for quite some time. The gist is what I expected. All amenities will be provided free of charge. Food, clothes, furniture, and other necessities can be bought and sold through the public market or privately with minimal regulation. The governmental approach will be a sort of mix between communism and social democracy. Every citizen is economically equal, and we elect officials through public vote. The laws are pretty much what you would hope to expect as well. Don't steal, don't harm one another, be kind. Every punishment will fit the crime. Every trial will be a fair one. It all sounds good to me, but I worry about the human element. Next, it was time to find out what this new planet, our new home, will be called. I am so glad all came to agree on these topics. Some changes will have to be made as the settlement grows. For the time being, I just know that this system will work out for all of you. I can see some of you are starting to fade, so let's move on to our final topic, renaming the planet. Some of the names proposed were interesting, to say the least, but I am very happy with what was chosen. The slow eye goes. Sarah, would you do the honors? Happily! Without any further ado, the name you have chosen for the planet, formerly known as T3RAR4, is Neo-Terra. Yeah, I can see some of you are starting to fade. Yeah, I know. Neo-Terra. Mine is Earth too. If I'm being honest with you folks, I voted for Neo-Terra. I don't think it is original in any regard, but it was still the most original thing the group came up with. I would think that there would be some cooler options than these three. Not that Neo-Terra isn't cool, but like aesthetically this looks pretty, and then you say it and it's like, Earth 2, somebody wasn't even trying. They weren't even trying. Who voted for that? Why did that end up number 3 on the list? Who did this? Was it you? You did this. The elephant did it. Okay. Given some of the alternatives, I think we made a wise choice. With that out of the way and the meeting finally over, I decided to... oh shoot, who do I want to talk with? Do I want to talk with Sarah? Do I want to talk with Ariel? Do I want to talk, with Fern? Or do I want to take a nap? There's 2 electric boogaloo. I'm amazed that nobody called it dirt. Because, you know, that's what Earth is. So just give it more generic dirt. I guess that's kind of what Neoterra is too. It's new dirt. New dirt land. At least we don't have one that says America.
What? I know, we're almost done, Bug.
Somebody's getting antsy. Okay, who do I want to talk with? Who do I want to talk with? I think I want to talk with Fern. Let's go to the greenhouse. I mean, Sarah is nice. Ariel is also nice. I like Fern though. Of the options here, I want to take a nap. But we're gonna go to the greenhouse. I guess I could have saved that and chosen later. Oh well. I found Fern quite quickly after entering the greenhouse. I'm gonna go just a little bit longer, maybe I should stop here. Okay. Yeah, so since I don't know how long this conversation is going to go on, I think I'm probably going to end it here. We went a little bit past my usual time. But also, my cat's getting antsy. Alright. So I think we're probably gonna call it here. I've definitely been enjoying myself. This game is very adorable. And I know we were just getting into the meat of it. We just got through all of the introduction and all of that stuff. Well, there might be a bit more introduction left still, but we're finally getting into the gameplay aspect. So I'm definitely looking forward to continuing this next week. It's a very fun game. Like, it's very adorable. I don't do a lot of like dating sims or things like that, but I had to play this one for both the aesthetic and the representation, and it just looked adorable. So it was definitely, it's been on my list for a couple of weeks, so I'm very glad that I got to play it now. But I've been enjoying the music, like visually it's very pleasing. It is very pleasing to look at. Some pictures are very beautiful, and then others are just very fun and entertaining. Definitely been enjoying it. I'm going to continue playing it next week. I stream every Wednesday, so I do plan on coming back to it. I would like to get to an ending. We'll see if I play on stream for more than one ending. I guess we'll see. We'll see how things play out. I'm excited to see what options we have moving forward. Because I know we've met quite a few lovely guardian robots and one other human being. So we shall see what options come for us. I should be able to finish it next time. Okay. I guess I should have checked how long the game is. I think I saw that it was somewhere around like 4 to 6 hours or so. So I figured it would probably be something that I either do all in one or break up between two. But my drink has finished and I am getting a bit dry-mouthed from all of the reading. So I figure I should stop for now. But it has definitely been very enjoyable and I look forward to continuing it next week. So definitely looking forward. But yeah, no, it's an adorable game. The sound is especially pleasing. I'll be perfectly honest. I love some of the sound cues where it builds up and yeah. But it has definitely been a pleasure. thank you all. So I'll be honest, this is the most people I have had in chat for one of my streams before, so it has definitely been a pleasure having both of you here. Absolutely amazing. Like, oh my gosh, I'm loving your game so far, so I'm definitely glad. It's what Fern and Zipper would want. Yeah, yeah, they would want me to save myself for a bit. Aw, thank you, sad boy cadaver. All right. But yeah, no, it's definitely been a pleasure. It's so good to have all of you in the chat with me. Thank you so much. Literally the most viewers I've had on a single video at one time. Just wow. Thank you. It's probably sad to say, but yep. I look forward to playing it. So I stream same time every week, Wednesdays. Let's see. I post all of my streams over onto my YouTube. A Great Day. That's where you can check out all of my streams. This one will be posted probably within the next couple of days. I usually post them on Thursdays, but sometimes they don't end up being there until Sunday. Depends how the weekend plays out. You can check me out over on TikTok to see some of the fun videos that I've made. Well, some of them are fun, some of them are a bit more serious. Also cat videos. And you can follow me on Twitter if you would like updates on when I'm streaming, when videos get posted, and occasional 3 a.m. thoughts. So thank you all who are here with me during the stream, and everyone who is watching this over on YouTube. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thank you so much. You're having cat videos. Yep, I got some cat videos. Alrighty. It's been a pleasure. Bye, everyone. Bye, 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 bye.